Bo set the alarm to wake him at 6 o'clock the next morning to meet Lachelle at a convenience store in Stillwater where they would meet up with the informant. Cyphus wasn't telling his parents he was leaving. He planned to get up early, drive his dad's pickup into town to meet Lachelle, then call his folks from the airport to let them know where to find the truck. Bo arrived at the convenience store and went in to get a cup of coffee, and Lachelle pulled up while he was waiting to pay and also went inside. Bo smiled when he saw her, raised his cup and said, "Want one?" "I'm going with a soda. My tummy can't handle more coffee this morning." Bo paid for his coffee and waited outside. When she came out, he asked, "Where should I leave the car?" "Park beside of the store and come get in with me. Our guy should be here soon." After moving the car, Bo said, "You think he'll show?" "Oh, he'll be here. There's still time for you to back out, though." "I crossed that line days ago," Bo said. "I brought the cash and the plane ticket. Our new banker said to give him a call when we're ready. How's Debbie?" "Better than me, I think. She and Cher have been going through Sally Ann's things, deciding what to keep. I wanted a few things, but the rest is going to a home for battered women and displaced kids she supported in Memphis." "At least you'll know it'll go to people who really need it." "That's how she would have looked at it," said Bo. A black pickup turned into the parking lot, driven by a scruffy-faced man with long hair. Bo asked, "Is that our guy?" "That's him," said Lachelle. "Don't give him a cent until I say so. You're in charge." Cyphus looked in Lachelle's direction, and she motioned him to park beside her car. Pulling a duffel bag from the bed of the truck before tossing the keys back in, he gave Lachelle a slight smile as he approached and said, "Oh, I guess I'm ready." He leaned down, looked at Bo, and asked, "Are you the money man?" Lachelle pointed to the back seat and said, "Get in." Cyphus opened the door and tossed in the duffel bag. Lachelle surveyed the parking lot, then turned to Cyphus and said, "You'd better not have any pills, weed, or any other kind of shit on you. I don't want any trouble with airport security." "Hey, I gave all that up. Besides, I'm not stupid." "Airport, huh? I was planning on a long bus ride." He looked at Bo and started to speak, but Lachelle cut him off and said, "I'm not moving till you give me the name you promised." "No, I want the money and the plane ticket first," said Cyphus. "I'll give you the name at the airport. No disrespect, but I'm taking all the risk here, and I want to make sure you do what you promised." "Get out," Lachelle said. "It's all right," said Bo. "Take him to the airport. When he gives us the name, I'll give him the money and the ticket. I want to make sure he gets on the plane." Lachelle grinned at Bo and said, "Okay." She turned to Cyphus and said, "Just keep your trap shut until we get there." "I'm laying down in the seat until we're out of town. It'll be bad for both of us if anyone sees me with you." Cyphus stretched out across the seat after pushing the duffel bag into the floor and didn't rise up until they were on the Cimarron Turnpike headed into Tulsa. Pulling into the airport, Lachelle said, "Short-term parking is on the top deck. We can go straight to the gate from there." "Sounds good," said Bo. "It's been a long time since I took a plane from Tulsa." Cyphus stayed quiet as they got out of the car and entered the airport. After they had passed security and reached the gate, Lachelle said, "There's still an hour before the plane leaves. I want the name." Pointing to some chairs against the wall where no one was sitting, Cyphus said, "Mind if we sit down?" Bo and Lachelle nodded in agreement and followed, sitting down on either side of him. "All right, spill it," said Lachelle. "Okay." A local lady took my place picking up the pills for Raj Carlton's convenience store. Billy Shamble is the rep with the wholesale company who set it all up. The only reason I know about her is she approached me in town after I was out on bail. She knew what I'd been arrested for and asked how much they were paying me to make the delivery, but I didn't want to tell her. She told me she'd made an arrangement with a guy at the bank who was letting her work off a debt on a farm loan her family was behind on paying. When I told her I was trading for drugs, she just cried and said she'd never get out from under them, and then she took off. I was real surprised because I'd known her for years, and I'm sure her husband doesn't know about it either.